So a couple of days ago, I beat Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it, spoiler free. But at the same time, I'm also gonna be unboxing the stretch goals, Age of Legends last night. Look at that, there's a Grail there. What is even up with that? Yeah, I got a lot to say about Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon.
Many a complaint about this.
See, here's my nice little clickbaity, or not even clickbait, my oh gasp shock intro. I think I would actually drop the recommender score. I need to clearly use a knife for something doing. I'm gonna drop the recommender score to a 5 out of 10. Personal is still 8 actually, but is Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon has got some issues that did not pop up pre-chapter 6, right? Because the late game really sucks. It is insanely bad. Like, oh my god, I don't even know how that like went through. Gameplay still looks an unbalanced mess, but you know, I'm playing for the story, right? So story still continues to be a really cool overarching thing, but some of the actual execution there's some things I gotta talk about. All right, so we got our save sheets, okay. Boom, Age of Legends last night. Wada bing bada boom. Wow, there's way less statuses. And we got our character letters. Ooh, look at all this. Because I was so like, okay, Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon's like stories that's holding it afloat. If that kind of like dipped off a bit, that would obviously drop the score, which I'm going 5 out of 10 now. Because yeah, basically after, I would say like chapter 9, the rest of the game kind of just feels like whatever. Like the big climax happened and then it's just like, okay, where do we go from here? I guess nothing really that cool is gonna happen anymore. I mean, okay, chapters 10 through 12, there was like 2 cool moments. 13 to 15 is just like, there's nothing happening. Dude, these fall out so easily, oh my god. Thrown down on the floor.
I wish these were in base game.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like way cooler.
See, here's the thing that's got me excited about Age of Legends and Last Nights, because like they were designed after Fall of Avalon, where they can take in feedback, which gives me very good feelings about them, because I'm like, well, Age of Legends, if that's the 3rd one, right? Then it's like, that one, they got the most feedback. So, very excited about that. But yeah, in terms of how I felt, like some more specifics, like chapters 8 and 9 for Fall of Avalon were like actually amazing. Like those were by far my favorite chapters. Like just so much non-stop cool stuff was happening. So many questions are being answered and also you got more questions. Like just stuff was happening. That's always a good thing.
Dang, even the art is pretty cool. I feel like it's better.
But yeah, because like chapters like 13 and 15 just kind of felt like padding tacked on to just say the game had, you know, like 40 hours of gameplay. There's already some padding. Chapter 7 is basically just padding, which I can take it, but like only so much. If you're gonna throw in even more afterwards, it's like, dude, no, what the Age of Legends. This one is one I can't wait to play, but you're supposed to play it 3rd, and I'm very sad about that because I'm just like, I keep on hearing good things, I just want to play it, but I should play Last Night first. I just got, look at that, see, they actually have intro text in comparison to Fall of Avalon. Like, how did introduction, special rules, stuff happen? Oh, I probably shouldn't look at that though. But yeah, if you were to play only Fall of Avalon and like you just somehow didn't know that these other 2 expansions existed, I would feel so bad for you. I'd just be like, you would be like, oh, what is even going on? Because the ending of Fall of Avalon is just asinine, dude. Like you basically get, I don't know, like 4 paragraphs of text. Obviously they all change based on like what you did, but they're all very matter of fact. It's like, you did the thing, but you also did this thing, and you did that thing. Okay, now here's your epilogue, and then like a segue into Last Night. How is that an ending? Like, all I got was like a million questions. I'm just like, that is not satisfactory at all, but hopefully, give me answers. Yeah, same deal with the component list. Does it have the flavor text too? It does. Why did Fall of Avalon not have this? You just kind of showed up in town. It's like, cool, start playing. Now snow and ice cover all, and even the weirdness is a pale shade of itself. Oh yeah, dude, that's so cool. Okay, because maybe the reason why the ending for Fall of Avalon is so just like unsatisfying is because all those statuses and stuff you're checking off play a huge role in, you know, Last Night. So let's take a look at that. What happens here in terms of what like carries over? Oh my god, my actions matter. That gives me hope. See, because this is the thing, it's like maybe the way you're supposed to review all this is as an all-encompassing thing, and Fall of Avalon by itself is just kind of doo-doo. It's supposed to be like a bigger picture type of thing. Because yeah, there's a lot of things that I did that matter, okay? Wow. They check a lot of things. But yeah, it's just like, I guess it's so unsatisfying because like after you play Fall of Avalon, you're expecting like all this payoff, and you just don't get it, I guess, unless you play the Last Night, right? So, like I remember like when I was playing, right, I was doing probably more work than I had to be doing. And I was doing it all because I wanted to get a good ending. And I think I got a pretty good ending. I can't really tell. Okay, last night, location cards, very cool, very cool. Sanctuaries, what the hell is that? Global keyword, resting in weirdness. You can be outside the range of an active minion. Oh, thank God, oh my God, okay. The expansions, they know what's up, it's already just better, look at that. Stick onto the little corner thing. I don't want to stab the cards, Jesus, haha.
Dude, honestly, I got some anxiety by just watching that.
Dude, like I nailed my practicality dice roll there, you know?
Wait, just use the scissor.
That's going on the ground. Even just looking at all this stuff, I'm just like, yeah. This is an actual game. Fall of Avalon, just some weird like intro tutorial thing.
A 40-hour long tutorial. Gotta pack the hours in.
Yeah, it really should have been like 20 hours. Like, I kid you not, you could like cut out all of chapter 13 through 15. You could probably combine like chapter 6 and 7, like maybe 4 and 5, all of 10 through 12, and then you can get like a really concise, super well put together like 20-hour campaign. Like, it could have just been that. Oh my God, it's like all ice. I don't know why I'm looking at, hey, there's some familiar areas. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at that, ooh. Hey, I saved this place. It's all ice, wow. Oh, that's so funny they call it that, oh my God. What the hell, I don't even know what how that is, okay.
Whoa.
Okay, it's probably, let's not look at the ending, so
This does seem cooler.
So help, okay, so they got more traits. Yeah, more keywords, exposures and mechanics. So that's my thoughts on the story, but what about the mechanics and grindiness? It obviously did not improve. Kind of called it in review because I don't know, why would they significantly change the gameplay like halfway through? And also, funny enough, when I was on BGG, because I was trying to just read more forums about it, because like, now I can read stuff without having to deal with spoilers. It seems like one of the most common sentiments you'll see about Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon is the game is either too easy or too hard, right? Like, you just like, I've seen like maybe like 3 guys talking about like, I thought the difficulty is just right? Like they're a minority. Or I guess also maybe people who have like perfectly just right experiences don't really go in there to post, but point is there's a lot of too easy or too hard. And I think that really speaks to how the game and how its systems worked to make it so that it's really good at kicking you while you're down and really good at giving you more when you're ahead. And a big part of that is just definitely the health system of how it ties into your energy, right? Because the game, when you see your character has like 8 health, that's kind of lying to you. You know, like character like really has like 4 health. Because if you like fall past a certain point, your actions get so inefficient and it's really just death spiral, you know? It's just like, okay, well I have less health, means less energy. It also means my terror's probably really high. It's just all around bad news bears. Age of Legends. What in tarnation is going on here? What the hell? I mean, I guess this Age of Legends is supposed to be, you know, when they first arrive on the island, so it's just, there's a lot of lively fighting going on here.
Oh, wow. Oh, it looks so green though.
Yeah, you know, Fall of Avalon's all like, yeah, brownish gray because everything's falling. Everything's lush green. Like you show up and it's spring.
Wow, yeah, dude, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, Age of Legends looks so pretty, dude. Wait, what? Okay, that's a spoiler. Right? Oh wait, it wasn't built yet. Oh my God. Wow, that looks really cool in its prime. Yeah, okay, let's not go too deep in. You know, the back's when you start seeing weird stuff. But yeah, back to that example of me saying like when a game kicks you while you're down, like, okay, so back in the chapters 8, like in 9 example, when I was talking about like, oh man, it's really cool story stuff. There's also a lot of really, dare I say unfair deaths? Because chapters 8 through 9 killed me or gave me the you are dying card twice. Okay, the first time, literally I just made a roll while exploring, and it's like, you know, I had my practicality to it, which I had like 2 or 3 of, so it's not even that bad, and I still failed. I was like, okay. And then it just kills me. Like, I'm just dead. I'm like, what? Okay, so it gives me your dying card. I discard all my items except for 3 of them, which means I lose like all my healing stuff, my stamina stuff, and then it's like a big gotcha troll, right? I know I'm kind of spoiling this, but like, you literally go to the next verse, and it's like, oh, psych, you didn't actually die. Regain all your health, gain a bunch of terror. I'm like, okay, well, if you read it rules as written, it doesn't say explicitly anywhere that you're not supposed to get the you are dying card, which means you do have to lose all your items, which is really bad. I don't think I need to explain that, okay? So then like later on, I got another unlucky roll. I want to say like empathy to 7. Like, empathy and practicality are my 2 like lowest traits. So they weren't like bad by any means. They're all like around like 2, I think. And yeah, so I get like something that does like 4 damage to me. I'm like, oh God, ow. But I don't have a healing potions. I'm kind of just like, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna rest and have to trek on. And I get another unlucky roll, like back to back, and the second one just kills me because it did another like 4 damage. I was like, okay, that's just cool. Dice rolls. You gotta be real careful with bouncing that, especially if you're gonna make them do that much damage to you. Wow. But aside from that, very, very cool moments.
So you had to All Mother's Mercy?
No. Okay, I guess I didn't die. Yeah, but I got the you are dying card twice. So like another thing, yeah, when I was not in chapters 8 through 9, like I was obviously very stupidly ahead because I was very rarely getting kicked while I was down, so I wasn't really down. But I would also get lost fairly often. Like chapter 7, I guess also 6 is like pretty like easy parts to just be like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? As a result, you end up wandering around trying to figure out what you want to do. And when you wander, guess what happens? Random encounters. And that means random fights, random EXP shout on you. And if you're like pretty well geared up, they're not really that harmful. And oh my God, this thing sucks to open.
Man, if we had a scissor, this would be done in seconds. Oh, there we go.
And then now we can't look at any of them.
All right. Secret, 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 all the way to 98 to 1. I guess we can't look at them.
Oh, that, you know, this is why they, like, because I thought they, like, buffered the numbers in, like, Tainted Grail at Fall of Avalon to just be like, oh, look at that, you're not going to accidentally get to the wrong secret. But it's more because you're supposed to mix the secret decks, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
For, like, reference for, like, where I was at, like, I would say, like, mid-game, like, after that mid-game climax, I had like about like 20 to 40-ish of each resource, okay? Because like when you fight, you get a decent amount of stuff. At least later on, like tier 3s and 4s like give you like quite a bit of resources. That's like mid-late game. Now think about what happens actual like late game, okay? Like, because obviously I'm gonna get lost more as I'm trying to figure out what's going on, which means more wandering, more encounters. So like just take a guess. Like actually, how much resources do you think I had by the time I was like done with the game?
Like 80, 100 magic, and then maybe like 50, 60 of the rest.
Wow, that's pretty close, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because yeah, I had 80 food, 40 wealth, 90 rep, and 100 magic.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. The reason why there's a disparity between food and wealth is supposed to be kind of more equal is because I found a guy who was just like, hey, you can buy a bunch of food for me, like infinitely. But it's like, okay, well, late game, I don't really have a need for wealth because I have all the items I already need. So I was like, okay, I'll just buy like, I'll turn all this into food.
You know, I do find it funny how there's not a carrying capacity for food. But then again, the player boards don't tell it, like they're not meant for more than like, what, 30 food?
Yeah,
six purples, that's 5 of each, so 30 food.
Okay, well the magic thing is like insanely gross, okay? Because like there's so many ways to just get like free magic out of nowhere. Like, okay, so example, like here, let me show you this. This freaking card is so stupid. Like, oh my God, this is probably a big part of why I was so overstated like early on, because I had a skill that lets me like reflip any coin I do. This stayed around for like maybe an entire chapter for me at one point because I just got really lucky. And that gave me probably like, what, like 7 EXP, like 14 magic. It's like, dude, what? I mean, obviously I lost it at some point, but then it's like, it came back to me because, you know, you actually just keep drawing random items just from doing stuff. I probably had this like 3 or 4 times throughout the course of the campaign. Throughout the course of the game, I want to say this probably gave me maybe like 30 EXP, 60 magic or something crazy like that. And this is just one thing, right? There's other stuff that was like stupid, right? So I had like a skill that gives you like magic for every purple encounter you go through, so that's just free magic. I also finally got maggots like, there's like a skill in Courage called like Fear to Fuel, which lets you get magic and ignore the negative effects when you have a nightmare, which is really good on maggot. Because I also have that coin flip ability, right? So I'm purposely trying to get nightmares. I literally am getting, I'm past me getting like 3 or 4 magic every turn when I have like all these items. Like it's like, what? Anyway, so yeah, I was trying to spend all my magic. Literally every time I'm fighting, I'm just like, I've just put magic on everything. It's still getting surplus. Like that's how much insane this is. You know, like what? Okay, so if I actually had to do all that fighting, I'd probably go insane, okay? Because it's so dull at that point. It's like, well, how did I deal with that? So here was my house rule. Basically, I would just auto win encounters and roll a d4, and that's how much magic I would lose. I'm just like, screw it. Like, I'm not dealing with this. You might be thinking like, okay, well, like, how are you so confident that you're able to just auto win all your encounters that you can just do the thing where you just roll a die, spend some magic, like whatever, all right? Let me just show you an example. So this was my deck late game. Pause if you want to take a closer look. Normally it does like 30 to 40 damage, but I'm going to show you an example of like a lucky sequence that does about 50 damage, even if the first card does no damage. Obviously this is overkill for everything in the game, minus like one thing, I guess. You can see the skills and weapons I had up top, so there's like no traits that threaten me because I ignore fast and ambush. Diplomacy, I'm not even going to show my whole deck because these 5 cards carried me through everything. Ceremony of Life, Druid's Teachings, and Release Pain are all very overstated cards. Like they would all be insane even without any icons on the left. Artful Rhetoric just auto wins encounters if the response is just down arrows. It can also just draw into your other OP cards if need be. And then the rest of the deck is just stall and draw. Who designed this? Like what? Who thought any of this was a good idea? Diplomacy was just like, play, I win. Well, why is this all, dude, feel? This is like stuck together. What is this? Like try to move it apart.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's probably just compressed really hard. You know, this is really cool because you get all these new characters, right? Yeah. All these new decks. Wow.
Look at that, dude. Like, this guy's headbutting, dude. Look at it. Wait, what the hell? There's a 3 there.
Oh, whoa. They actually made more interesting characters, maybe.
These also don't seem nearly as busted. I feel like they figured out what was stupid in the first game, you know? But I don't know why I didn't immediately realize this was last night, because, like, oh, there's snow everywhere. Like, there's also a big night helm right there. I'm assuming it's last night. Because, yeah, the rest of what we got here is basically just the cards and minis. Actually, I don't know why we haven't done minis yet. Wait, what the? Who's this?
What the heck?
That's a donkey.
Oh yeah, it's a donkey.
What?
That is really adorable. I want to use that for so many games, actually.
Look at these characters, dude. These models are so detailed. Like, whoa. So much just ropes and just stuff is on him. Jesus. Oh my god, look, this is a wolf girl. Oh, is that, okay, I think I just held up Kaelin and Dagon, I think, right? Wolf Rider, and you can just move real fast. Got it, okay. Oh, actually, I know this guy, actually. I think his name is Nazir. Because there's like mentions of him in Fall of Avalon, actually. It's pretty cool. So yeah, like I remember in the review, I was talking about like, oh, like you might need to do some house rolling, change some manure rules or whatever to avoid the grind. But just the fact that I was skipping fights like that sped up the game like crazy. So I found I didn't actually need the house or anything else because yeah, I have so much resources anyways that I didn't care about just walking around the map, just paying the cost of every manure. Because like, dude, if I have like 60 of stuff or whatever, like when it was like past like mid game, you don't care about just like lighting up every single manure. In the review, right, I was like, I think I said I was like mid chapter 6, if I remember correctly, right? And that was when I had like around like 10 to 20 of stuff. So I was still feeling like, oh yeah, I should probably be careful about how I spend resources. I don't want to just blow it on manures. But it's like later on, it's like, oh no, I just have so much I just don't even care anymore, right? Like, another random thing I want to complain about is secrets 13 and 15. Oh my God, those ones slow the game down like crazy. 13, not as bad because you can actually like outplay it. But 15 is just straight up like things just cost more to do. And that just slows the game down. Like, why do you need to do that? Especially when, you know, late game, chapters 13 to 15, you're just wandering back and forth throughout the island regardless. So to make that cost more is really dumb. All these plastic shrink wraps on the ground. Yeah, those are event cards. I probably shouldn't be reading those. Another thing I kind of noticed that I didn't really notice at first while playing because I didn't play like this, but I remember reading sort of more BGG comments being like, huh, I'm gonna try that. This is a little train of thought. Fall of Avalon. And maybe also just Tainted Grail as all. Is very much not designed to be like your open world Skyrim, Fallout RPG where you just go around and explore everything. Focus on the story. Because I have tried just like, maybe I was like a little bit bored during like one of those lost parts and I was just like, I don't know what's going on. So I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna wander around and like literally go to every location, just do every option, see what's up. Do not play like that. I got so bored within like 10 minutes. I was like, just, no, this game's not designed to do that. Just focus on the task. But I mean, I guess if you really did want to do something like that, just read the journal. I think it's a totally viable thing to literally, if you just wanted to, you could just read these and not even play the game. And you would still probably have a great time just treating it like a choose your own adventure book. If you really wanted to play like that, just be a completionist, explore everything, right? Because at that point, it's like, why are you even playing the mechanics of the game? So if that's your jam, then that's actually a pretty solid way I say going about this. Like, funny enough. Which, in fact, actually did do something similar to that because right before I actually finished my campaign, when I was in chapter 15, I was literally at the verse saying like, are you sure you want to end your campaign? I was kind of just like, you know, I'm kind of curious. I want to see what I missed. So then I literally just opened this book up and I was like, I'm just gonna just read like all the passages and places I know I didn't explore and just fill out my like save sheet and scale assets, like see what's up. And honestly, that was pretty fun. So like, I guess I basically just did like an almost completionist run because like, I think I got most, if not like every single status / secret that I was allowed to get that wasn't locked off because of, you know, chapters or secrets or whatever. Yeah. Overall, I actually had a very fun time playing Tainted Grail, despite all these complaints and all these dumb things I'm saying about it, but that's because, again, the story, the world of Tainted Grail is just so cool. I can't talk about it. It's just like, dude, like any of the cool themes I could talk about would just be spoilers. So it's like, God, this is such a frustrating game to talk about because it's just on camera, it's just like, I'm just complaining. But this is actually a cool world. You just have to trust me on this, okay? Yeah, thanks for watching and making it through this far. Oh yeah, right. Patron shout out. Bada bing, bada boom. Okie dokie. Patron readout time. Alrighty, on 3, 1, 2, 3. We got Rattle, Dot, Alvin Yu, Angel Collector, Basper, Brad Gibbons, Brian Chutra, Charles Pearson Jr., Charlie Peck, Colin S. Allen, Speed Up, Dylan Nepper, Ethan Parks, Evan Bullock, Josh Jackson, Manuel U. Grilling, Max Bakery, MY, Omar Filmerson, Ryan Jackson, Vamsi Kaladindi, Andy Chen, Brett M, Clifford Heaton, Galvin V, Jennifer Liu, Jeremy Miner, John Chu, Peter L. Zellen, Quentin Schiller, Ryan Doyle, Simon Griffiths, Sophie Charlotte Trooper, Spinner 71, Chiamo Loves Games, Travis Romani, Aaron White, Hudson Tuller, James Marston, Amy, Jeff Lee, Tyler Rapillo, and Z. Boom, thank you guys.
Yeah, Tyler's name over there. Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, Tyler's name, boom, yeah.
Yeah, and ZL, yeah.
If you want to become a patron yourself and get this really botched readout, you got a link down below. Thank you for supporting us. Video's done, woo!
No more Tainted Grail, at least for a bit.
I'm playing for a bit. I need to know what happens, dude. What a cliffhanger. When the turn ends, like, you did thing. But last night.
But play the expansion. Buy it.
Ah!